Hi guys, I'm Ben with Truck Slider Warehouse. I'm here with Dan today from Great Lakes Glass. He's the senior technician there. We're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to install this slider into your Ford Ranger. This fits all Ford Rangers ever made. Every one had the same back window, all the standard cab, extended cabs, quad cabs, flat window, slider. It doesn't really matter which one you have. This one will fit. The one that we fit for this truck, we don't offer an aftermarket alternative. The aftermarket ones are glue-in and they simply don't fit very well. So what we sell is the original part on this. It's made by either Carlite or PPG. It is a bolt-in application just like the original, and that will make it a very easy installation for you. We're going to go right into the F-150 video just because these applications are so similar. It's exactly the same with the bolts on it. So we'll just cut into that video right now and we'll show you how to do that bolt in. Hey guys, I'm Ben with Truck Slider Warehouse. I'm here with Dan from Great Lakes Glass. He's the senior technician there. And we're going to give you some tips and tricks on how to install this slider into your 1997 and newer Ford F-150 pickup truck. This is a great addition to any truck. If you have a flat window now, or if you have a slider that's maybe got a broken part in it or something, this is a great upgrade, great addition. Now, some of our other videos will show the technical parts of how to put this in, and you may have seen those before already, and we're just going to show you what's different about this particular one, this Ford truck. Okay, Dan, on the other videos and on the website, I see a lot of things like this. I see wire, I see pull knives, I see urethane that's used. Can you tell me what's different about this slider, or how this one's done?
This slider is the easiest one for any of them to be changed. It's just a bolted in slider from the inside. It's very, very simple.
That's great. Is this something that I can do myself, or do I have to pay somebody to have this done?
No, this is something you could do even if you're not very mechanically inclined. I would say you could do this one easily in less than an hour.
Okay, great. Dan, okay, so I'm going to just start out. Let's say I have a flat window in my truck now, or a slider. Will this slider fit either one of those?
Yes, it will.
That's great. The quad cab and the standard cab and the extended cab, is that all the same too?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great. When I just walk up to my truck now, I'm just going to start here. Can you tell me a little bit about how I start, where I start, and what I need to do to accomplish this job?
What you want to do is just go in the inside. Before you start is just get on the inside and look back above your headliner and on the sides, and you'll find these bolts. And on them are 9 millimeters. What you want to just have is just a flat ratcheting tool of some sort, and you just loosen all these bolts up with a 9 millimeter. On the sides you may have to remove some material, but most of the time it's very accessible, so you can get to it without removing anything. Once you get these bolts all off, none of this cures, and you can just push on the window and it should break free relatively easy.
So it's butyl tape that holds it in, right?
Correct.
And that's like, for lack of a better term, like a bubble gum type of consistency maybe?
Yeah, actually the hotter it is outside, the easier it'll break free and the more stringier it will get. So just be careful while pushing it out so it doesn't snap back and get all over your interior and everything.
This sounds too good to be true. So if I understand you right, just to sum this up, all I have to do is remove these nuts and push and my window will come out?
Correct.
Wow, that sounds so simple. So I guess once I have the window out, what do I do with that old tape that's on there, that old butyl tape?
What you do is just get it a little bit wadded up in your hand and just slowly just put it against. It'll come off relatively easy as long as you got a wad of it on your hand. It's sticky, like you said, chewing gum, and it'll all can just clean that of all the debris and sand and dirt, and you're ready to go right forward.
So I just pull that off and I'll just be left with basically my paint, right?
Correct.
Okay, great. This slider then is not put in with the urethane, you said,
No, it
right?
is not.
It's put in with this? Can you just show
this is a foam core butyl, and what you're looking at here is it's got basically like a racetrack all the way around it. It's very simple. Just match up this butyl with where it goes all the way around. Meaning you can see right here where it starts, there's a little lip, and you just follow this all the way around the window the same way until you get to here, and then it meets together.
So it needs to go outside of the bolts though, right?
Correct.
So
Make sure you just follow the track and go outside of the bolts because you don't want no water to go in.
Dan, where should I start and stop that
All these windows, the Ford windows will have a start and stop spot. Just look to where the butyl tape will overlap each other and just start there and go all the way around the window until you come back to that same spot.
How many rolls of this do I need?
One roll. You won't even use this full roll. There'll be some left over.
So can you explain to me, is that what holds the glass in, or is that simply a sealer then that keeps
All
the water
that
out?
is a sealer to keep the water and debris out. What holds the window in are all the 9mm bolts that you'll reinstall after you put the window into place.
Can I put that butyl tape on the body of the truck, or should I be putting it on the slider?
No, you want to put it on the slider, because if you put it on the body and you don't have it match up, it's going to leak.
That makes sense. So then I'll put this window in, and is the installation just the reverse of the removal?
Exactly. Like I said, this is one of the easiest sliders you can install and take out that there is on any vehicle.
How tight should I make those bolts?
That's a good question. What you need to do is just snug it up. And if you don't want to go too tight. You just want to get it a little bit past snug, and you'll notice it as you're going when it starts getting too much resistance. You don't want to bear down on it and crank on it too hard, because you can pull these studs out. So you just want to make it just a little bit past snug.
So I should tighten maybe a couple on one side a little bit and then do the other side, or can I do them all?
What I always prefer to do is just pick a spot and then follow it all the way around in the circle. If you start going from one to another, you can start getting gaps and they won't be consistent. So if you start here, go to this one and that one, or if you want to go this way, that's fine, but you don't want to be jumping around because you can cause gaps in the pressure and everything.
Dan, is there a cure time to this tape?
Nope, once you bolt this in, you're good to go.
So I can wash my truck or drive it?
Everything.
No
It's
problem.
nothing like a glue in. It's once you get this bolted up, you're good to go. You can do whatever you need to do.
Dan, is this something I can do in my backyard on a Saturday?
Easily. This is, if I had to do back glasses, I'd do these all day long because they're that easy.
How long should this take me? Is this going to take me 5-6 hours maybe to do?
No more than an hour. I mean, like I said, if you're not even very mechanically inclined, you still will be done in less than an hour.
Okay, so that was the video on the F-150 that showed you how to do the bolt-in procedure. This is exactly the same thing where you'll just unbolt the bolts on there. Dan, is there anything specific to the Ranger that's different than the F-150 maybe?
No, it's actually a little simpler. It's a little easier to get to. So other than that, they're almost identical.
So the bolts and everything are the same? Is it still 9mm?
9mm bolt. Everything's the same pretty much. It's just a little easier to get to. So
that's great. This is a great upgrade for your Ford Ranger pickup. If you can put this in yourself, if you're confident with that, this is something you can accomplish in your backyard on a Saturday afternoon. If you have questions, Dan is on staff. He can take your questions. We also have a staff of technicians there. They can also answer you if you have questions during the procedure or after the procedure before. We'll answer all of your questions for you. If you're not confident in your own abilities that you can get this in there, you can hire a local auto glass shop to do it. They'll typically do it for about $100 or less. If you can't find a shop to do it, let us know. We work with a national network of auto glass installers that are able to do this for you. We can hook you up with them. We'll put you in touch and get that slider put in for you. I hope this answers all the questions that you have on a Ford Ranger slider, and thank you for watching.